Taking the time to warm up before a practice session can be really important. Number one, to have a productive practice time, and number two, to hopefully avoid any injuries, especially as we get older. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you a few warm-up exercises that you can use in your daily practice time, and you can just pick the ones that are the most relevant to your skill level. Warm-up exercise number one is to just pick any skill that you know and just run through it a few times just to warm up your hands and start to limber them up. I'm going to use an A minor pentatonic scale in this lesson as an example, but if you don't know that scale, you can use any one you want. So at the beginning of a practice session, just casually kind of play through whatever scale you like. So here's the A minor scale, and here's a diagram for it too. Just go through it for a few minutes until your hands start to get acclimated to the guitar. And usually when I do a warm-up exercise like that, I can start to feel, okay, my hands are starting to get a little bit more accurate, the blood's starting to flow in, and I'm ready to go on and do another warm-up exercises or some more practicing. The second warm-up exercise I want to introduce you to is something called the chromatic scale. And I like this scale a lot just because it uses every finger on your fretting hand on every string. So you kind of equally warm up each finger. And I should mention this too, you can pick each one of these notes or you can use hammer-ons and pull-offs. It really depends on your skill level and what you feel more like warming up your left hand or your right hand. But the chromatic scale, we're going to start off on a C. Here on the low E string, that's the 8th fret, and you're just going to play 4 notes up. Just, that's it for that string. And you're going to play the exact same thing on the next string over, but you're going to hop back here to the 7th fret. So go down 1 fret and play 4 notes there too, just starting on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th fingers. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop back a string and hop back a fret too. And that pattern continues when you go to the D string. Go back to the 6th fret and play 4 more notes on the 4th string, that D string right there. Hop over to the next string, the G, and play 4 more notes starting on the 5th fret, so you're hopping back another fret. Now this is where the pattern changes a little bit. You're going to hop over to the B string, but you don't hop back a fret. You stay on the 5th fret and you play 4 more notes. Again, you can pick all those like this, or you can just pick the first one and hammer on to the remaining notes. The last string, the high E string, you're going to hop back another fret to the 4th fret and play 4 more notes again. And that's a simple chromatic scale. If you just follow that pattern and play from string to string, you'll end up with this. And when you get to the top, you can slide up to the octave of the note you started on too if you want. And you can also go back down too. That's a really good idea. So I just picked every note there, but you can also do it with hammer-ons and pull-offs like this. And that is a really great exercise for warming up your fretting hand. The last little warm-up exercise I have for you lets you kind of choose what you want to work on, but the basic exercise is to pick any group of chords and just play through them. So if you only know your open chords, just play through, a G, C, D, and just keep cycling between those. All you're doing is getting your hands acclimated to the guitar, waking them up a little bit and getting the blood flowing. If you're a little more advanced player, you might want to move some bar chords around. So you can play like a G, C, D, using bar chords. Just moving them around the fretboard. You can use pretty much any chords that you want to for this warm-up exercise. The important thing is that you get your hands on the guitar and get the blood flowing right. Pick a couple of these warm-up exercises to incorporate into your daily practice time. In the next lesson, we're going to go over some exercises to actually build your dexterity on the guitar.